We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf. Pilot, 64, weak.
You can't block me. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
Ready?
Throwing on first down. Fitzgerald. And he'll find Hall. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Topper!
2nd and 6. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 pass. He's got daylight. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Rivers to throw it. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jeffrey Simmons brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
12. Hey, Charlie.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Used to have a coach who used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
A second down throw for Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over first and 10. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Fitzgerald. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Fitzgerald. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Delta!
Now a carry by the 3rd-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing, Rivers. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
3rd and long for Rivers. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
First down, Chargers.
Good completion there from Phillip Rivers, who has been really good against Tennessee in his career. This is the 9th time that he has faced the Titans as a starter, and so far he's 7-1 against them. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches, but it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
And it's 3rd down.
Step round 80. Black 15. White.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Ready? 60 or.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Down. 30 base.
Let's set a time.
Hey, Sam on.
36.
Big grip.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, Fitzgerald. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Lights.
Check 37.
Ready.
Throwing again. Fitzgerald. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And got his man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, Fitzgerald got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Derrick Henry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Let's go. 8, read. Go.
We got 4.
Throwing on first down. Fitzgerald. And that is caught. Walker. Touchdown Titans. Delaney Walker. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. To throw again on second down. Rivers, he'll run it. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Rivers for Keenan Allen. That's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Here's Ty Long now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken around the 12. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game. Can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Fitzgerald. He's going to rifle one deep. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Alert 3. 25. Check 25.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25. And 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin.
Hey, Zoo. Hey, go Orange. Orange. Check 50.
Here's Rivers. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's taken in at the 9. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now it's Henry. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rivers going deep here for Allen. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
55. Check 55. Mike.
Rivers. And that will be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, Fitzgerald. Escaping the pressure right. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. The final shot before break. Fitzgerald. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Switch. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Hey, easy.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Look at me, zipper.
Kill.
Hard.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop him. Steps away to his left. It's caught by Jackson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. They'll try and run for it with Henry. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Now the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Titans 31, Chargers 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Let's go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time
one
we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Ready?
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check, 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 check. Jim, 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 Jim.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 7 yards there and a first down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. To throw again on 2nd down. Fitzgerald over the middle, complete. It's Gray. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 16 yards, a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Tight as Ringo. Tight as
5.
On second down now, it's Henry, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
Choose the mic. I don't think you got it, son.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 46-yard line.
Ready up.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up second and 12. Here we go on second and 12. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hodges. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
Kill.
General West. Hey, Foxtrot. Yes.
Here we go, D. Here I come.
Look at me. Door.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the safety creep. Watch safety.
Rock it.
Safety's creeping.
Bam. Now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. A first throw here for the backup Taylor. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Chargers on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is third and 9. He's got a man. It's Williams. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Taylor. He sets to fire deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now on 2nd and 13. Fitzgerald. It's caught by Davis. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On the carry, it's Muhammad. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check, 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 check.
Ready?
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Adrian Phillips, an all-pro as a special teamer last year, in on the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Tackles. Check, check.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Checking, he's checking. Crack.
Hard, hard.
Rush in. Rush in.
Look, squeeze. Yep.
SOS.
Let go.
On 2nd down, Muhammad. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers 39. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Back to throw. Fitzgerald, throw left side, complete. That's Hodges. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
That's another Titans first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10.
Switch.
Go. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Muhammad, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
Hey, lock it. Hurry, hurry.
On second down now, it's Henry. It's Sylvester Williams there to bring him down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Set 18 Gator.
52 to Mike. We got to get the ball. D, get the ball.
Now.
On third down, Muhammad. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next one? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Shift, shift.
Now Taylor. And he's going to go down again. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Here's Taylor to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 90 Wolf.
Go, go, go.
Hit it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Titans, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.